What's up, Games Ria? Today we're going to play Super Mario Brothers on the Commodore 64. That's right. Someone has actually released this on a forum, a C64 forum, I believe, and I've actually got hold of it here. This is it. We're going to unpause it, and this is it. This is actually, yeah, you wouldn't believe it, Super Mario on the Commodore 64. So it's essentially the original one that was on the Nintendo, the NES, Famicom, all that. Comes with quite a few different options. I'm obviously playing it here on an emulator with the Xbox One controller. You can also put it on a cartridge if you want. It's got the image with it. There's a link down below where you can get it to the forum where it was originally posted. One of the links doesn't work anymore, but the other one does. But anyway, here it is. Different variations here on controls. So you got turbo, different SID types. So you can have two SID chip setup. I believe anyway, we're not going to bother with looking at all the different functionality. We're just going to look at how the game plays. Now they're saying that you should play it in the 50 FPS, as you can see here, the European version. Is it the best version? Well, who knows? But that's what they've told us we should probably be using. Anyway, so let's have a look. Let's take a look. Here it is. Super Mario Brothers for the C64. And here we go. That was a cool loading screen, right? So this is it. It looks, as you can see here, exactly, well, to me, it looks exactly like the version on the NES. You can play two-player as well, so that means you'll be able to play with Luigi as well. And here we go. Yeah, like I said, this took 7 years. It was 7 years in development by a developer known as Page. Is it Zero Page? I think Zero Page. Yeah. So let's play this. Let's go. And listen to the music. To me, this looks pretty much exactly how I remember it looking anyway on the original Nintendo. Now, there are apparently a few bugs in this. Died already. But, you know, forgive it for what it is. This can be played literally on a proper Commodore 64 at your own leisure and for totally free. Now, how long this will stay around, who really knows, because let's face it, Nintendo are quite good at getting things taken down. So I'm playing this, like I said, with the Xbox One controller, and so far controlling really well. I'm using the analog stick, not the D-pad, and yeah, no, it's working really well. There is a bit of slowdown I can see here and there, but fine by me. Yeah, they've absolutely nailed it with this one. And there have been a load of different ports for this game, but never something, I don't think it's ever been on something like a Commodore 64. For some reason, I can only assume this was an absolute mission to get working on the Commodore 64. I would probably say it did, to be fair. It's not an easy thing to do. And here we go. Level 1 done. So as you can hear, there's a little bit of distortion with the sound as well, which I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Again, it plays really smoothly. Minor lag, and literally I mean minor lag, nothing massive here. And we're on to the next level. Let's do it. I applaud people when they create stuff like this, because this must have taken, well, like I said, it took 7 years, but that's a lot of devotion, and I mean, I don't know if he had any help along the way. There we go, a bit of a slowdown there if you probably saw. But, whatever, isn't it? I think this is great. So here we go, let's jump up there, get the coins. Jump this one. Apparently, one of the other bugs though is actually that the jump function stops working as well. But these are just things that have been reported. Now I don't know what bits, which bits are true and which bits aren't. Until I obviously come across them. I couldn't say there's any issues so far, but maybe that's a different type of emulator they're using, or I'm not really sure. We can only agree with what they're saying. We can never really say you're lying, but hey, here we go. But yeah, no, I think this is a really good example of what people can do when they actually put a lot of it. Well, actually, no, this really goes to show how systems are so... software is so far behind an actual system's capabilities, if you see what I mean. So, yeah, you never would have seen this when the Commodore was originally out. Can I get in there? No. Because they just didn't know how to code like this. And now you're seeing it here on the Commodore 64. Here we go. Well, I say on the Commodore 64, we're playing it on an emulator. But emulating the Commodore 64. Now, there probably are... I mean, I don't know if it makes any difference what emulator you use as to how well it plays. I'm not sure, and like I said, I've never actually played it on an actual Commodore, so I don't know if it's going to be any better or any worse. But, you know, the only way we would be able to know that is by actually doing it. But anyway, like I said, you can see this is pretty damn impressive, can't you? We're on the third... Oh, I've just died. We're on the third level here, and no issues yet. It's still looking good. The only thing I will say... I've died. And I'm not sure if it was like it back then, is the colours look slightly washed out. Like it's slightly paler colour, do you know what I mean? Like the pinks and the greens. Or is that just due to the colour palette that the C64 has access to compared to the Nintendo, original Nintendo, the NES? I'm not sure. Could be that. I'm really not sure. Anyway, let's get that. Okay. And obviously with that, you get bullets as well. That was the other thing. Apparently that didn't work for some people. But whether that is true, I'm not really sure. Well, it probably was true, but we don't really know. But obviously, I have seen different versions of this on, different attempts I should say, and there was one on the Mega Drive, which I will obviously show off at some point, and it didn't look as good as this, and this is on the Commodore, so, you know, maybe that shows real passion and real sort of effort to get it looking exactly how it should on another console. And this is the whole game as well, this isn't just a demo essentially, this is the entire game for free at the link below. I've been out from Games Rep. I'm going to keep playing this until I complete it, which, let's face it, who doesn't want to play this on a bank holiday Monday when they got nothing better to do? I know I do. Anyway, like and subscribe, obviously make sure to hit the notification button. Sorry, I'm playing the game still. Yeah, we'll see you all soon for our next video, which is a Nesret homebrew of Tomb Raider. That's right, Tomb Raider on the original Nintendo. Yeah, it's actually not bad, and you're going to see the video next Sunday when it releases. I've been out from Games Rep. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you all soon.